How's it going, everybody? I hope that you're looking forward to a really chill session today because I'm concussed. I'm actually not supposed to have any screen time, but I'm really bored and I miss all you guys. Um, yeah, we're gonna do this today. I can't paint for extended periods of time because I also have whiplash, so um, we're just gonna try our best and we're gonna see what we can do. I want to try and get all of the metallics highlighted today. I think that's my goal. If by some amazing happenstance I happen to finish that, then I'm gonna start wet blending the furs and things. But I don't really think that that's gonna happen. So let's get started with these metallics though. So this right now that we're looking at is a base coat of Monument Hobbies Copper. I love this paint. Hey, how's it going, Jude? Um, what's up? You know, I'm not like super well in terms of like my health right now, but we're getting stuff figured out. So this is a base coat of copper, and then I have put Reichland Flesh Shade, which is like my absolute favorite wash for warm tone metallics. And so now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start doing some highlights of this copper back on. And then I'm gonna mix in some of this light bronze in there as well to make some highlights. So that's the plan for the day. So I haven't used this one in quite a while, so I'm gonna have to give it a really good shake. Oh boy, she's feeling a little bit thick. So yeah, I guess I could tell the story of what happened this week. Wednesday, I fell down the stairs in my house. I was home alone, and it was very scary. And the old roller derby training kicked in, so that was good. And I fell really well, protected my head, but the impact was enough to give me a mild concussion. So, yeah, I've been resting. It's been really hard because my puppy on walks has been pulling and that's been making it harder to heal. But he's got to go for his walks, so healing is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. But I've been trying really hard to take care of myself, and yeah, I'm supposed to be limiting my screen time, and that, let me tell you, it's very difficult for me. I get bored really easily, but I've been watching some like favorite old crappy movies. I have been working on my Necromunda narrative campaign that I'm going to be running. Pretty excited about. So I've been working on the players pack for that. And yeah, just like trying to keep. I've been resting a lot. Like normally I don't take naps, but I've been like napping a lot, and it's been boring. I'm not gonna lie. Hey Zan, how's it going? Pezler the Polychromatic, hello. Um, but I'm also like super excited because starting at the end of the month, as long as I feel better, which I should, I'm gonna be joining a new D&D campaign, and I painted my mini. I painted my mini for that. So that is, I mean, she's got a lot of nicknames, but her name is Sola Lumen. And yeah, she's a druid. She's a forest gnome druid, circle of the moon, and I'm super excited. She's really old, but she's spunky and sassy, and I cannot wait to play D&D again. It's gonna be so fun. How old and how crappy are we talking? 80s and 90s, and like pretty crappy. Like, I did like a Blade marathon, and like I love the first one, but the second and third ones are like not very good. We did another marathon, and I can't remember. What was it? Some crappy. Oh yeah, we did X-Men. We did X-Men. Cause that's not so crappy, but I mean, early 2000s. It's not good though. And so we did X-Men. Good evening from the UK. Hello. Almost good afternoon. Still morning. So good morning from Canada. Okay, so let's focus in here. Let's start putting some of this copper back on. Just cleaning it up a little bit after that wash. Wash. Yeah, my dog has been like kind of bad this week, which is bad because he was doing really good, and like this week I just really needed him to be good on his walks. He had other plans, so dang it. But this whole like falling down the stairs business has really sort of kicked my butt to get my other health concerns taken care of, because I think it was actually like lack of sleep that actually caused me to miss the stair that morning. So getting stuff taken care of, getting like the ball moving on a number of different like treatments and things. So, you know, always looking at the bright side. But specialist got me in as well. Like, it's really hard to see a specialist. But I tell you, as soon as you say, but I fell down the stairs, then they're like, okay, well, let's get you in a couple days then. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? I watched Streets of Fire for the first time last week. That was incredible. What is Streets of Fire? Enlighten me. I must know. Also, this chiptune music, like, it gives me life. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even been listening to music, y'all. Like, I've literally been sitting in the dark and the quiet for days. And, like, I'm a little bit of a busybody, so, like, not, like, my mom is, like, total busybody, so I'm not at that level, but, like, I'm a little bit of a busybody. It's been really hard to just, like, do nothing. Also, it's been really hard to get going in the mornings. So, I'm just like trying to be gentle with myself and be like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay if you need to have an extra cup of coffee and sit on the couch in silence before you get up and get going. Not too bad, my dad is back in town. Nice. So visiting him tonight, picking up Chinese food, and going to watch a movie. That sounds amazing, Kyle. I got Indian food the other night because I didn't want to cook, and I'm like so happy that I did. It's a mid-80s neo-noir rock and roll fable. Interesting. Is it like super campy? I feel like that has all of the keywords to be super campy. And I'm all about camp. Like, Reanimator is like one of my favorite movies. Oh, maybe I'll watch that tonight. Oh, it's so bad, but it's so good. Also, I'm like trying to justify this by saying that I'm wearing my glasses today, and they have blue light blockers in them, so it's okay, I can do this, right? It's pretty campy. Okay. Is it something that I could rent on YouTube? Have I seen The Warriors? Of course I've seen The Warriors. Come on. That movie's amazing. Warriors, come out to play. Why does that actor always play creepy guys? Like, he played the creepy guy in Commando as well. And now to let the Voltan rage fade to the dulcet tunes of the Warmistress. I know it's gonna be very chill today. I have to keep myself less animated. I know I'm usually pretty chill, but I have to be sort of like extra chill. Does blue light blocking not mess with the color blending? Nope. No, it does not. Honestly, it just adds like a tiny little bit of a yellow tint to the glass. It's not even really that noticeable. Not even that noticeable. Okay. But yes, the Votan Rage. I just like, cause I'm on a break from 40k, right? So, just because I find it really hard to stay positive and I don't want to like yuck people's yum. So, I like very choosy right now who I play against and like what I'm playing. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just been like easy to tune out of like the meta stuff and but yeah, I've basically been tuning out because I do get angry. You know, like I still don't have a codex for my favorite faction, and there's a new edition coming that's supposed to be going to like indexes or something, and you know, I don't know. It's just like so bad. So I'd rather just play other stuff or just play like Highlander steeds, you know, with like people I really like. So, I mean, really, the only games that I've played since March are games with my husband and games that play on tabletop for 40k. Same director and pretty similar vibe. I would probably really like it then. I'm just finishing up final highlights on my Briar Queen Thorns. Ooh, nice. But after that, I have no more Night Haunt. I have way too much Night Haunt to paint, but that's my wintertime project. So I have a couple projects that I have to do. Obviously, I want to finish this one because this is my stream project. I gave my Slanesh to my husband, and I thought he was gonna like repaint the ones that I painted, but he's gonna play them. So he wants me to paint this keeper in the same scheme that I had before. So I started working on this one. So I'm gonna do this one, and I have to paint this guy here. Whoops. This guy here. So he's gonna be for a battle report. Unfortunately, unless you're a patron of Play on Tabletop, you won't get to see that one. I'm gonna paint this guy, and then I think I'm gonna go like all in on Night Haunt. That's what I think. Dr. Rhino was talking about those two movies a little while back on his stream with Thunderhead. I had had a couple of drinks and it sounded like just the sort of stupid shit I needed. I did not regret it. Amazing. I mean, yeah, that kind of campy stuff I just absolutely love. I love it. Love it. I'm into like super camp though, like I want movies so bad, but like they know that they're so bad. Like I have this one DVD I'll never get rid of because good luck trying to find it again. But it's called Hard Rock Zombies, and it looks like it's filmed on a high 8, but like for some reason they had like at the time, it's like the 80s, it had like a pretty good special effects crew for some weird ass reason. But there was like no budget for this movie because I think they spent it all on special effects. Um, and it is so problematic and so 80s, but yeah, it's like problematic like Toxic Avengers problematic. And yeah, I don't know, just like being able to take a peek back to a time when like political correctness was not a thing. It's just amazing. Sorry friends, I need to take this phone call. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. When the when the specialist calls, you best pick it up because otherwise it might be like 18 months before you get to speak to her again. So, okay, we're back. I'm building a squad of relic terminators. Sharp objects in YouTube totally safe. I do it all the time. You're fine. And even though it's got some violence, it's so stylized that I didn't even think it was bad for the kids. Uh, right? Because it's like so over the top and silly. List all the best camp movies. Don't wait till I'm gone. Just list all the best camp movies. Starship Troopers. Yes. I love that. I have the book actually. If you it's actually a really good read. Starship Troopers, highly recommend it. It's a novella too. It's very like thin. You can probably finish it in a couple of sessions. It's very good. Not like I think the movies missed like the whole theme of the entire thing. So, but yeah, highly recommend. Was what the 80s. Best camp. Well, obviously Reanimator, like so good. You know what has like elements of camp but is like just really well done is The Crow. There are like super campy elements in there, but that movie is amazing. Like if you go back and watch it, like the acting isn't wonderful, you know, but great movie. I feel like I overdid this. I might have to go through with the wash and like target wash that. I went a little happy on it. Whoopsies. Went a little happy. So I don't know if I would call it camp, although I think it would fit. The Adventures of Baron. I haven't seen that one. I have to pick it up. Perils of Gwendolyn in the Land of Yik Yak was like so. That sounds awful. Maybe that's even like too awful for me. I appreciate that when describing Warhammer, you can say that Starship Troopers are hippies by comparison. Yeah. Oh, you know what's a really good campy movie is Barbarella. That movie is like epic levels of camp. My favorite part of that movie is she's like stranded on like an icy field and this like dude in an icy wind ship thing comes to save her and he's wearing a fursuit and then they're like gonna get it on and he takes the fursuit off and he's so hairy that it looks like he's still wearing a fursuit. That to me, oh my god, I laughed so hard and I don't know if they even meant it to be that funny, but it was so funny to me. Barbarella, everybody. Yeah. Hey Keith, how's it going? Just having a chill time. Trying to highlight. Going a little highlight happy. Gonna have to do some fixing. Oh, I did do the highlights on all the red off stream, just so we can like truck along. How about the Adventures of Buckaroo Bonsai Across? How do you find these movies? I've like not heard of any of these. Flash Gordon, very Barbarella feels. I don't think I've seen Flash Gordon, which is hilarious because I used to have a Flash Gordon pinball machine. So I probably should watch it. I've seen this like sexploitation movie Flesh Gordon, which is fucking hilarious. Um, I highly recommend if you're looking for like adult humor, um, and boobies don't offend you. It is so funny. You will laugh so much watching that movie. What about Tammy and the T-Rex? Is that far? No, I don't think there's like. So I don't think that there's too far into the B movie for me because like Hard Rock Zombies is like a Z movie. I swear, like they spent all their money on special effects, so they had to like record on a high 8 camera. Orgasmo. Uh, Honestly, like even like The Fifth Element has elements of camp in it. Oh man, I love that movie. I should watch that one today. Mark Hamill and Bill Paxton, fantastic futuristic dystopian cheese. Slipstream. I never heard of that one. I mean, those two actors in it. I mean, Bill Paxton has like made some stinkers. Like early on in his career, his acting was not that great. Um, but I mean, he's a legend, so. Dang it. Y'all, like, I cannot even see with my glasses now. Might have to go make an appointment with the optometrist. Or maybe I should get some of those, like, jeweler's glasses. What other kind of cheesy movies do I like? Like, honestly, my movie collection is just loaded with these. You know what? Honestly, like, the old Mad Max movies are pretty camp. Not Fury Road. Fury Road was like a masterpiece. But the original ones were super campy. Oh my god, Death Race 2000? Have y'all seen that? It's like one of David Carradine's like early movies. One of Sylvester Stallone's first movies ever. What a load of garbage, but it's a classic. You have to see it. I like how the campy films are just orky films. Yeah. Actually, probably Death Race 2000 is extremely orky. Because, I mean, it kind of reminds me of that scene from. Is it like the second or third Ragnar book? Just great stuff. You mean like Beyond the Thunderdome? Thanks, Anne. What about Total Recall? Total Recall is total cheese. What? Okay, what did you guys think of the new one? I'm curious because like I have my thoughts on it, but I want to know your guys' thoughts. Tanya. Six-string samurai? Oh my goodness. Why when I think of that do I think it's just like the Japanese version of El Mariachi? Just racing and shooting each other and laughing? Yeah. The Total Recall is peak. I didn't even say Thunder Gnome. I know, I said it. Never saw the new one. Give me Arnold or give me death. Okay, so I think if people look at it like it has anything to do with the original masterpiece that is the Arnie version of Total Recall, I think that they probably would be disappointed. However, it is more like indicative of the original work. So it's to me it's like a standalone thing, but I really liked both of them. But of course, one is campy and amazing, and then the other one is total. It's just a Debbie Downer. But I'm all into like that cyberpunk kind of stuff and dystopian stuff, so I liked both. My nails are like also officially too long, so they keep getting like in the way of me painting. So Wednesday, I'm getting them redone. What color do you guys think I should get? I was thinking maybe like something fall, like plum purple or pumpkin orange. But there's a lot of people out there who like send me messages all the time like, "Oh, I just can't wait to see what you get next on your nails." So I'm like, interesting. Okay. Okay, so before I put a wash back on this pauldron, like a targeted wash, I'm going to do the highlights on it and see if it saves it. If not, then I'll go back and do a targeted wash. There's also a part up here I think I messed up on. Will people notice? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Kung Pao, oh my gosh. I've only seen that movie once, but it was hilarious. Thunder Gnome or Thunderdome. Thunder Gnome. Sam's been kind of teasing me a little bit with the puns and dad jokes about my gnome character for D&D. You know what? I almost watched True Lies last night. I actually really love that movie. Six String Samurai is about a wandering guitar player swordsman known only as Buddy, who, in the nuclear wasteland where once was the United States, is making his way toward Lost Vegas. Lost Vegas! Okay. I mean, it has all of the makings of amazingness. Kung Fu Hustle, also hilarious. Have you guys seen El Mariachi? Which is like it came before Desperado. So Desperado was almost like a remake of El Mariachi, but El Mariachi was made off of $8,000. That's it. And it's an amazing piece of cinema for $8,000. Okay, so now I'm gonna shake this bad boy up. It's been a while, and then I'm gonna add this light bronze to the copper to make the highlight color. The king, Elvis, has just died, and rock and rollers from every corner are coming to try to claim his throne. Oh my god. On the way, he finds a young child who he takes under his wing. Of course, because you have to take the young child under your wing. I just want to watch Futurama again. El Mariachi was such a good film. Such a good film. Robert Rodriguez can be brilliant, but Robert Rodriguez also makes some stinkers. But I will say that Predators, like his sort of sequel, but it's like not of the Predator franchise, chef's kiss. So good. So good. If you've not seen Predators, go watch it. Like stop watching me. Go watch that movie. There's this one scene in that movie that is like the most beautiful piece of cinema that I've ever seen in my life. And it's a total like homage to like old kung fu movies, which I also love. Um, so yeah, Predators. I think it's an underrated film, and I think it's underrated because it has Adrian Brody in it, and I think he's an awful actor, in my opinion. It kind of brings down the whole movie. But if you just recast him, put anybody else in that role, an amazing movie. Have you seen Kentucky Fried Movie? No, no, I have not. No, I have not. Does seem like something I would pick out if I saw it. It's really hard for me to look up that far. Here we go. Evolution thought it was a super weird film. I haven't seen that one. What I have seen is Idiocracy, though. That movie is great, but also like you watch it and you're like, God damn, we're living through this right now. I really like Adrian Brody, but you certainly don't picture him as an Arnold. You just have to watch Predators and you'll understand. Like, I don't know what was going on there, but he's just, it's like he overacts the character. There's just something, there's just something not great about him in that movie. That one is starting to feel too real. Idiocracy? I know, right? Oh my goodness, my sassy dog downstairs. Do you hear him? He's getting his lunch. He's just sassing my husband. The other day I was like, why is my dog so sassy? Husband's like, it's because he's your dog. I'm like, oh god. You're right! Yeah. I think in order to save this pauldron, I am going to have to give it a bit more wash, so I'm gonna do that after I finish the rest of the highlights that I want to do here. Robert Rodriguez was the producer for Predators, though, so it's not really got his direct touch. Interesting. I thought he directed it. Because that scene in particular certainly feels like a Rodriguez scene. You doing another big game in the future? Yeah. Are you, Kyle? I haven't heard any real talk about it. I know the last one was like a lot of work for you because it was at Mini Wargaming. It wasn't really the big game though, right? It was like a big game. I would just like to bring up the fact that Colonel Sanders is canon in the DC universe. Is he? A really fascinating thing about Robert Rodriguez is that he has two completely separate styles. You have the extremely stylized violent drama, and then you have Shark Boy and Lava Girl. But you know what? Why can't I remember his name? Like, the guy who does Mad Max is the same, right? So he has like super violent, super action kind of style in Mad Max, and then he has like Babe and Happy Feet. Who's got like those two styles. I mean, planning it with Scary after October is done. You mean Orktober? Okay, cool. So it is in the works. I was wondering what was going on with that. They cross over. Colonel Sanders has had his own comic and was with the Super Friends. That's freaking hilarious. Oh my god. Like, did he have a superpower? I'm guessing that was like in the 80s. 80s was like such a wild time. The Spy Kids Uncle Machete is the same character as Machete Kills. That's so funny. Oh man, speaking of camp, Danny Trejo has been in some stinkers. Anybody seen Badass? Or Badass 2? Yeah, oh man, love that movie. I think I still own that movie. I actually have quite an extensive DVD collection still, and I've thinned it out a lot over the years, but I'm pretty sure I still have that one. At least the first one. What a stinker! In the most delightful way, of course. Wait, he had 11 secret identities? What? What? Who had 11 secret identities? Colonel Sanders had 11 secret identities. So is that his superpower? Just so confused by the whole thing. Is that like some sort of play on like the secret herbs and spices or whatever? That's just ridiculous. I need to clear up my desk for work in the morning. Finish my thorns, though, and I'm so pleased with how they've come out. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so I should be back next Monday as well. Oh, I am going back to Playon. I think I sort of mentioned it before. So Monday, October 3rd, there will be no stream. But then I'm staying home for like the whole winter. So, so all throughout the winter, like live streams will be back, business as normal. Brain aches. I'm probably just gonna get this this highlight layer on, and then I'm gonna have to call it because brain pan hurts. Just like looking for, oops, as I make a little mistake there. I'm just looking for like the tippy top highlights essentially for this color. So I'm not trying to like hit everything, just like corners and whatnot. It's just a stupid joke. Blend of 11 secret herbs and spices. Gotcha. Small comic run back in 2015. It was pretty much a promo for KFC. His superpower is making delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken. Can't remember if he had super strength or not. Bye, BMB. Have a great day. Yeah, we watched Blade Trinity last night. Man, that movie sucks. And like not even in a good way, like not even a way that I can appreciate. I'm just like not a Ryan Reynolds fan, I think. Just like he does nothing for me. I know everybody's like, but Deadpool is such a good movie. Not for me. Okay, I'm just gonna go on and put some more of that Reichland Flesh Shade on here where I messed up, and then we'll see how that looks. I'm almost out of this one. I have another one, but I like to use these until they're like done because it's so satisfying for me to like use something up completely. I think no one told the Dracula actor what movie he was in. Like in the Trinity, Blade Trinity. What did I say to my husband? I said, he looks like he wears too much Axe body spray. That's what I said. I know lots of people like Ryan Reynolds. It's just, for me, his humor seems like he's just trying too hard. You know? It seems really forced. And I don't, it's not something that I appreciate. But I know lots of people really like him. And I also know it's like, kind of sacrilegious because like we're both from British Columbia, but I think he just got like the Order of Canada or something like that. But he does like all this like philanthropy with like First Nations people. Like he does a lot of awesome stuff. I don't like his sense of humor. Yeah, that looks way better. Put that wash back on. Make sure it's sort of heavier at the bottom. Heavier at the bottom, just like me. Lol. Okay. Just a smidge. So in the last D&D game I played ages ago, but which fell apart, as they do, we were just setting out on a quest to collect the 11 sacred herbs and spices. My character's ancestor was the heroic Sir Sanders. Amazing. Waiting was great comedy. It's old comedy. Yeah, not really seen any of that stuff. Like, because I feel like what I heard about Waiting was it was like shock humor. Um, Not into it at all. Um, Van Wilder, I think, is another one. Like, I'm not into that kind of like shocking kind of humor at all. And oh, okay. I do see like I've messed up a few places, so I'm gonna go in. This for me is really like jarring how this little bit here is like, I don't know if you can see, it's like smudged out. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fix that a little bit. Just gonna put some black over it because it sticks out like a sore thumb and I don't like it. He's a super nice guy. I met him briefly when he was filming Just Friends in the mall that I worked at. Caught him at one of the quieter staircases. He was very gracious. I mean, at the end of the day, he is still Canadian, right? I have really only met one famous person. So, and he was very nice. Not really familiar with his work, but he is a famous person, and yeah, he's very nice, very humble. I didn't really have any expectations because I didn't know his body of work at all. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I do see like I am gonna need to go in and clean up a few places, especially along here. Kind of messed up in there. It's like there's a little bit of metallics in here that I can go in and clean up. I can clean this up. I do like to do this periodically and just sort of like assess where I'm at. Take a good hard look at where I'm at. Like, this dude's super detailed. I can do a little cleanup here. You know what I think I'm gonna do is throw, because I have, like, my brain aches, but I still have 7 minutes, so I think, oh, it's actually gonna take a long time to put all those, that silver base coat on, because I'm gonna need it here, this chain, although I'm gonna do the, probably, most of this gun, the sword, this chain. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that. I don't want to do all that like fine detail while my noggin is not doing so good. But yeah, so what do we have to do? So that's done. So I have to go in and I have to wet blend all the furs. I'm gonna do the cleanup off camera so you guys don't have to like watch all that boring stuff. So the furs, I have a little bit of leather trim to do, the silver metallics, like this whole sword is silver, and then like the face. I think that's it. And then we're done. Then we can base him. And then he's done. Cool. I'm pretty happy with how he's coming along so far. I'm gonna have to pull up a picture of him as well to see like what his coloring is. I think he's blonde, I'm pretty sure. I think he has tanned kind of skin, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Van Wilder is pretty much the epitome of the early aughts gross out sex comedy. Yeah, I'm not into that. Are you talking about the recent encounter at PlayOn? Yeah, it's like literally the only like famous person I've ever met, so. I'm just gonna chill out with y'all for a few minutes because I don't know, like looking at this like teeny tiny dude is like making my brain hurt more. But yeah, that dude was like super nice. But at the same time, like he's still like a nerd, so we just talk nerd shit, you know? So, I do want to show you this. So, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should try really hard on this model for my husband. Then I was like, why? So I think I'm just gonna try and get him done to like a pretty okay standard. I think I just want him to like basically match the demonettes that I painted up. So his like loincloth is going to be, I'm not sure, either like the sort of jade tealy color or like fluorescent green. And I'm gonna do like all of these basically, like teal or like a mix of teal and fluorescent green. I'm gonna keep the stockings black. It's gonna have tons of gold on him as well, because I mean you need to have that gaudiness, right? But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go like super hard on it. I'm gonna do like my usual cell shaded style. I mean, my husband, okay, first off, I really was like, I don't want to overpaint this because like look at how well he did on that cloak. Like, I know it's kind of shiny because, you know, the lights and stuff, but like he did such a beautiful job, and I'm gonna have to paint over it because there's no way I can replicate that. But yeah, I was kind of sad about that, but I'm not sure whether you were being intentionally cagey about his name on stream or not. I just don't know how to pronounce his last name. Is it Raoul Colvey? I probably butchered it. I'm sorry. There's one show I really want to check out. Still just a nerd. This needs to be a t-shirt, right? Like, I don't know. And I would imagine it would probably be like kind of surreal to like enter a space filled with cameras and stuff and then have people like sup, and then they just let you go play and you're not like in their grill, right? And then while you're playing, you just have to be like, okay, we're going downstairs to go play Marvel Crisis Protocol. Bye. Yeah. Hey, Hydra Queen, how's it going? I'm got like a few more minutes left, but my brain is not allowing me to paint today, and I just need to learn to be more gentle with myself. So I need to take a break, drink some more coffee, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of work and then have a nap. I think that's my plan for the rest of the day. Midnight Mass sounds really neat though. Is it a scary movie? I like scary movies, as long as they're not too gory. I'm not like into the super gore. I gotta do a bunch of mock interviews for a dumb class I don't care about but need to graduate. Right? Right? Man, those classes. Yeah. You're like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, what does this geography class have anything to do with whatever, like, linguistics right now? But yeah, I hope that it went well at least so that you don't have to, like, redo it. Basically, like, I hope you pass with, like, flying colors so that you can just, like, put it behind you and do the fun classes on stuff you're actually interested in. Okay, folks, I need to go drink some coffee and drink some water. And this is where we're at. Show you one more time. This is where we're at with our sir. That wash really did fix that, I think. And yeah, wet blending next week. We'll see how far we get with that. Hopefully, my concussion is gone by next week, and then we can have a little bit more fun. Maybe I'll run a little bit longer next week as well. And yeah, I loved taking my general ed classes. Not me. Also, the prof is sassing me because I don't submit stuff on time always, but he's the one that refuses to submit the assignments to the online calendar. Ah. Well, I hope you pass, so that you can just be done with it. I'm just that kind of nerd. I like more like self-guided learning. I like to learn on my own terms. Okay, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you all, and I'm gonna do my best to like heal so we can have a little bit more fun next week. And I might actually start a little bit earlier. I might start at 10 next week, so hopefully y'all can make it. But then I'll run longer. But yeah, have a great day, everybody. I love you, and then until next time, be nice and roll dice.